is the Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, October the 31st, Halloween. This is meteorologist Brian Peters, and it looks like we have a few changes coming up in our forecast. Here's the Skycam network. There's Tuscaloosa as we see a few morning clouds out there this morning and the lights of the city. How about the lights of Gadsden and the light of the sun as well, brightening up the eastern horizon, and a beautiful shot as we look out over the Tennessee River at Decatur. The next storm system is beginning to form off to our northwest, and that will be headed our way probably on Tuesday and Wednesday, especially Tuesday and Wednesday. In the upper atmosphere, we're dealing still with a bit of a ridge, although the ridge is flattening just a little bit in response to the big trough over the eastern part of Canada. But that short wave coming through the northwestern United States is the one that's going to actually impact us. Across central Alabama this morning, temperatures just a little bit warmer. Yesterday we had rain values ranging from about 34 all the way up to 42. This morning we're on the order of about 5 to 6 degrees warmer than that, with readings ranging from about 42 at Tuscaloosa and Anniston to 47 at Birmingham. On the QPF, as I say, changes have come about. It looks like that trough we were talking about that was going to dive into Texas is going to dive south, but a little further to the east. And the result is that we're going to see a bit more rain, especially in the Tuesday-Wednesday time frame, ending probably by Thursday. Storm Prediction Center not outlooking any area for slight risk of thunderstorms. As a matter of fact, not forecasting any thunderstorms. And things are quieted down in the tropics just a little bit. We are only dealing with Tomas. Here's a look at Tomas in the visible imagery. A very potent storm with 80-knot sustained winds as it came by St. Lucia. And there's a look at the infrared imagery. A good clustering of convection around the center. And there's the track. It looks like still on track to become a major hurricane, perhaps by Thursday, a little bit later, a little slower than what was forecast yesterday. The model's in relatively good agreement out through about 48 hours, and then we begin to see quite a bit of spread. And there is some uncertainty as to whether it's going to turn north or actually continue to the west-southwest, but we'll be watching that. And right now, still no idea that it's going to be impacting the United States. Here's the 060 GFS model run. And high pressure today will keep things beautiful for the Talladega race and warm things up nicely as we head into the mid and upper 70s across central and north Alabama. Tomorrow, Monday, here comes that short wave out of the Rockies, and that one's going to be digging our way instead of going quite as far south as the GFS was indicating yesterday. Moisture beginning to return Monday back into Texas and Louisiana, and of course that means that we'll see moisture coming our way, especially by Tuesday. The shortwave trough comes into northeast Texas on Tuesday, and with the moisture that it's getting, that means that beginning Tuesday, we're going to see some chances for showers, with the shower chances increasing throughout the day. That short wave kind of digs down and closes off the southeast Texas coast, and what that means is kind of a wet day as we see a surface low on Wednesday, and that will be heading on out across the southeastern U.S. Late in the day on Wednesday. By Thursday, the low is now not cut off. It's an open trough, but we're seeing the digging of that huge trough across the eastern half of the country, which is going to spell some much colder air. And the surface low heads off up into the mid-Atlantic states. But notice the 540 line coming down into the vicinity of Nashville on Thursday. And then on Friday, it is all the way down to, it looks like about Clanton, or at least the Birmingham area, but probably about Clanton. We stay reasonably dry, maybe with a few clouds. And then things begin to warm up a little bit on Saturday, but we could see one of our coldest mornings and perhaps a freeze on Saturday morning. So it looks like Friday night, if you're headed out for any activities, you're going to definitely need a jacket. By Sunday, The big trough over the eastern part of the country is moving out off the Atlantic coast now. We're beginning to come under the influence of a ridge to our west, but that's still keeping us with a northwesterly flow, which will keep us a little cooler, but we stay dry with high pressure over the southeastern United States. All right, now let's take a look at the long range, and here comes another weather system around the 11th. So the GFS still forecasting a progression of weather systems. There's one on the 11th, and then at the end of the period, looks like we have another one around the 14th, 15th time frame. So indeed, it looks like a good steady flow of systems as we continue to have rain chances about every third or fourth day. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. James Spann will be back in the saddle once again on Monday morning. In the meantime, I hope that you have a great Sunday, and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.